there. That's
Do you
cool.
want to fuck around with a fence made of skulls?
No, it's probably druid garbage.
Might be better to destroy it now, though.
I would not touch it.
Not well with mage hand.
Would we not just annoy the person who made the pen for the gods?
Isn't that what we're trying to do?
Throw it out.
Yes.
Just mage hand one of the skulls, maybe. So.
You really?
Or
Can we be outside of the pen when we do it?
We are outside the pen. We can't.
Oh,
Can we be away of?
No. Oh yeah, we'll step back a bit.
Why don't you try blast? Oh, fuck, accent. Why don't you try blast it then?
Alright, fine, I will.
Wait, how quiet is the blast? Do
Quiet.
a quiet one. Do a quiet one.
Can I do a quiet one?
No.
Isn't
Fine.
that silence spell?
I will. Wait.
It's basically a mini fireball. Like.
Alright, I'll mage hand it, but everyone stand back.
Okay.
I will cast mage hand, stand 30 feet away,
Yep.
and use the hand to touch the skull.
It touches the skull.
And throw the skull off.
It tries to throw the skull, but it doesn't budge.
Can I move the mage hand past the fence?
You move the mage hand past the fence.
Well, this isn't really helpful, but at least, you know.
Maybe the pen is made to keep the sheep in and not to keep intruders out.
I don't know, but... I don't know.
What if we just open the gate and let the gods out?
Alright. Can you mage hand the gate open still?
Alright, so what are we trying to achieve from this way?
Look, clearly these goats are important to whoever lives here.
I don't know if we want to piss them off yet. Doesn't
But don't
Faerun...
you want to eat the god soup?
Oh, Marg...
That's what he's thinking of.
Christ, Marg, I can make your rations taste like goats tonight if you want.
I know, but...
Really, doesn't Faerun want to negotiate with these people?
I mean, I guess, yeah, well
So
then...
we shouldn't piss them off.
Why are
Like,
we
really.
fucking with their shit? He did say he wanted
Fine,
to
let's
talk
just
to
leave
them.
it.
We'll
Let's
find
just leave it.
Faerun and Esmeralda.
I like look around and I'm like, where did those two sneak off to?
Going back to Esmeralda and Faerun. You guys are sneaking through the foliage.
Yes.
Until you see the two females, the two women,
Two females.
What is it? XY chromosome? Some shit like that. Whatever. They're just still picking the flowers in silence now.
Yeah, are there backs to us or?
I'm assuming you guys have, you've seen where they're facing before they've seen you and kind of pivoted.
Yeah, I want
to
to
where
come
their
in
backs
so
are.
that... Yeah.
Fried kind of moves into position as well.
Yeah, I want to move up and get ready to like, grab them, grapple them with like my sword to their throat.
Yep. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, I'm going to have you both grapple at advantage, using your athletics or acrobatics. It's up to you.
Apply what I taught you.
Advantage.
Fuck yeah, advantage.
So 21, 18, nice. And these fellas. Strength. Nope. Alright. So, both of you jump out of the foliage at the same time, and a rustle. There's a quick rustling in the tall grass, and both of the women kind of just drop their things in a quick realization. As Faerun pulls his scimitar out, grabs the younger-looking one by the throat, and kind of clutches her jaw tight so she can't say anything, with the sword just around her belly area. And you also quickly grab the elderly one. Despite her looks, however, she was a bit stronger than you expected, and she put up a bit more of a fight. However, you do succeed in the end.
Okay.
But you hear the
Oh,
"Get off me! Get off me!"
I push my blade like slightly
And you-
into her to like draw a bit of blood. That's okay.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you try and muffle her as well.
Yes, yes.
You just hear it just. While the younger one just seems quiet, and you can see this younger girl. She actually seems like a fairly beautiful woman. She's got long black hair. She a lighter skin tone than the Vistani, more reminiscent of a Barovian. Her eyes, however, are a bit gloomy, and her expressions are calm and emotionless.
Soulless.
Okay. My eyes like dart to Faerun to see like what he's doing. Trying to just follow his lead a bit.
Yeah. So Faerun kind of releases his grip on the girl's jaw. Where's this one? You! And he points to the one you're holding. Take us to the Jeshi Baba. You just hear like
Shit. I'm just gonna push the blade in a little bit again, just to sort of.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm just like fucking.
So you're gonna ungag her?
Yes, but I'll be ready to gag her again really quickly if I need to.
As you ungag her.
The men, what are you doing here? Men,
I like gag her again, and I'm like, I am
Men?
not a man.
Yeah.
One man.
And I like also just push the blade in a little bit more again, and then ungag her after she's screamed a bit.
man should not be here. Man should not be here. These are sacred lands, not for man. You wish to seek the Yeshi Baba?
She just cackles.
Why do you seek the Yeshi Baba?
I look at
Good question.
Faerun, my eyes like dart to him.
I wish to make a deal, he says. Her demeanor,
I don't
the
say
one in your hand, her demeanor, and she stops like wiggling, and she becomes a bit more calm and expressionless.
Man wishes to make a deal. Very well. If you wish to parley with the Yeshi Baba, follow me.
What should I do with this one?
He's talking to the one that you're holding.
Oh.
The
Oh, he's
one
still
that he's
hold- oh,
holding
okay,
was the
okay.
one that's just expressionless and not saying anything.
Okay. Alright. Do I keep
Frod
like,
kind of
keep
looks at
holding
you
her, or-
and just gives you like a nod.
Okay, I'll like release her slowly.
I
with, like, my
warn you,
sword too.
if you try and lead us into any unfortunate situations, my blade is quicker than your feet. the woman, the older woman, just ignores him. He's like,
Folly of man.
and she begins waltzing off. Not at a hard to follow speed. And you can see
what's the
as
other
she's
one?
like moving away, you can see her feet are kind of like clawed and large and bulbous.
What's the other one doing?
The other one's just following as well.
Oh, okay. What are you doing with these, blood feed?
She doesn't reply. She pays you no attention.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Still no reply.
I'll like as we're walking, because we're like walking to they're still walking through the garden, right? Sort of. I'm just gonna like start like hacking at like a lot of them as I walk through them, and just like cutting them with my sword.
Just make a perception check while you were next to her.
Oops.
You can slightly hear it's like she's not even. It's odd. You just notice it for a few seconds that she's moving her lips so discreetly that if you weren't paying super close attention, you wouldn't have noticed. And you hear ever so quietly under her breath her chanting, "The folly of man, the folly of man."
Okay,
the folly of man, the folly of
I'm
man,
gonna
the
like
folly of man."
smack her in the side of the head with the hilt of my sword.
Jeez.
You smack her
The evil.
on the side of the head,
Yeah, with like the hilt of the sword. Yeah.
and she just continues.
I just like look at Farad like, what the fuck is this?
Farad doesn't. He looks at you and he's like, "What?" A bit confused.
like-
Like, what are you?
I like motion to her with my like eyes and head to like point out what she's doing, what she's saying. Anyway,
Farad is just like gives you a shrug. It's like, just ignored it.
which antics?
Something of the sorts. Go collect your friends.
Oh no, we do not need them.
Very well.
Do we? Unless you think they could be of some use, like you were saying before the date. I mean, who knows? What should I do that?
There is always good use for able hands, even if they fuck things up. You just turn a bad situation into a good one.
Just wait here then, okay? Do not go any further.
He kind of gives a whistle. Like, there you go. To the witch.
Oh right.
Wait.
Okay.
She kind of
Taking orders from a man.
All right. I'll like walk back to where they were.
yeah. So you walk back towards the goat pen.
Yeah.
And you see them
Charlie
like
with me.
all around the goat pen. You see a fucking seal with his magic hand, kind of fucking around with it, and they're all like debating on what to do.
And we're all standing 30 foot back.
Yeah. They're like, Tanner's got his shield out in case something blows.
Trying to fuck something up again.
We're trying to set these goat free.
You guys actually don't notice her approach until she's just right next to you.
Ah, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever it is
Oh.
you're doing, it is a waste of time. Farad and I have we have acquired some help to take us to the Jersey Baba.
Well done to you. Do you need a pat on the back?
Farad suggested I bring you along.
Well, I'm
So-
sure you two could take care of it yourselves.
Oh, I'm sure we could too, but you all have a reason to be here. And
Not
he
really.
seems to think that maybe you could help.
Oh, don't give me that shite.
It sounds like you
Fucking,
kind of
I'll just
asking-
Keep walking. I'll walk towards like where he came from.
We've
Sorry,
captured-
Drasha.
We've captured 2 witches. They're going to take us to the Jezi Baba. So
Ah, Farad captured
do
2
not
witches,
do
huh?
anything stupid. And no, he did not. We both caught one ourselves. And it was me who found them. So anyway. Just don't do anything stupid and things should be fine.
I don't know, I just fall off the sill. Don't even respond to
I
that.
lead them
I
back.
assume I'm carrying you.
No, you don't lead us back. Oh, actually, I guess
Well,
I'm slower than
kind
you.
of do technically, because I'm heading to the direction that
You can't
you don't
catch
know where
up
to
to
go.
them anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Eric, I'm gonna turn all my 5 sorcery points into a 3rd level spell slot,
Sure.
and then turn one of my 2nd levels into 2 sorcery points.
Alright.
Alright, just noting that down.
Are you back
So
at Farad? yet?
eventually, you guys catch up with Farad, and you both see these the 2 women wearing like tattered clothing and like bone earrings and necklaces, and some of you recognize one of them, especially you, Tanner.
What?
You recognize the
What?
younger girl as the girl you saved from the werewolves.
Oh, no way, the girl,
Oh!
the girl he chose over me.
Oh, she's
Oh,
alive.
Crazy.
Dude, you left her on that hill. We thought she was okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, she is okay.
No, she's not.
Is
She's
she?
really not.
She not.
No.
Oh, I can't wait till Esmeralda slaps her again.
So, does she recognize me?
As you approach, you see she does recognize you. There's kind of like a surprised look on her face.
Is it-
You don't hear anything, but you do see her lips kind of like muttering something.
Wait, is she the one that can't talk or talks?
No,
No,
she
she
was
was the one you
talking.
took away.
She
in her
was
wings.
normal before.
She thought you were Saint Markovia when you were.
Lifted her out of the werewolf den into the sky.
No, but I mean, like, is she the one that, like, right now, the one that?
She's the
yes,
young
yeah,
one.
the young
She's
one,
the young,
the young one. She's
The young one
non-talking
that barely
one.
talks, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's
Oh,
talking,
okay.
but really quietly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is her face bruised from the hilt?
Oh,
I didn't hit that one, did I? Or was that the one of them?
You did hit
you did.
that
Yeah,
one.
you
hit
that was the
one
one.
was muttering. The younger one
Okay,
was
okay.
muttering.
Okay, all good.
You can roll a perception check. Well, you wouldn't know that actually. You wouldn't know that. To even
Yeah.
look for
No.
it.
I'm just like,
Um,
is, like, just passively, like, could. you notice it?
No, you don't see any
No?
bruising.
Okay. Do I recognize the girl? No, I
You
was
wouldn't.
passed out.
Seal would. Seal
Yeah.
probably would very well.
I was out.
Magni
as well.
wouldn't.
I look surprised as well.
It's just Tanner and Seal that recognize the girl.
I was just sighing, just like look at Tanner. What does Tanner look like?
I look like surprised, confused.
Good
All
job,
right.
Drasha. You managed to subdue 2 defenseless women. And one of them was.
Fraud just calls. Hush.
Calls who? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What?
They will take us to the Yeshibaba.
That one's
Suggest
bleeding.
Watch this one. Like I said, he is
Wait,
unpredictable.
I'm unpredictable. What happened to the old lady, huh?
What?
She's bleeding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not of your concern. It is merely a way to convince. Anyway,
What did they do to you exactly, these 2?
You have to go again.
Here we go again.
Ask the Bon women if they had the skull goat thing.
Fraud,
goats outside.
Fraud ushers the older one to continue walking, and he begins
Yes, we
following.
can talk later, okay? Let's just keep going.
Well, I walk up to the front and like with the old lady, I
You
guess.
waddle up to the front
Yeah,
at half speed,
yeah. Those goats
so,
outside.
so you can't catch up.
Okay, well, I'll get Mag to do it then.
Sure.
I assumed I was
Uh,
going to take you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright,
You tell Mag to walk up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
goats
yeah,
outside. Oh, say this to the old lady.
More men. Men. Folly of men.
Folly
You
the
mean
what?
humans?
Men.
Men. Those goats outside, are they yours?
Yes.
Are they all female?
No goats?
No. They must
Goats are male.
reproduce.
Yeah.
That
Boom.
what was the spell you cast on the pen? With the
None of your
skulls?
concern. Not my spell, either.
Whose spell was it?
The Yeshibabas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck that then. Oh, shit.
And why was it cast there?
To
To
keep
keep
predators
9
away.
From 9 sheep, goat.
To keep the predators away from the goats, so they can live peacefully and happily. Goats produce the best milk when they have enough room to roam and live with a peace of mind. You see.
That. Well, I just look at Mag. I'm like, I'm glad we didn't take down the barrier then.
Man. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's-
Yeah, I'm not touching that shit.
Oh no, I'm just glad all this. Oh yeah. Oh well, that's it. That's all my questions. I guess.
Pitiful man.
Just drop back, Mag. I don't want to.
I'm just gonna look up at Han and slowly reduce speed.
Sure. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're walking and following this?
I don't know. Like, what's in the halls? Is there like anything that shows who used to live here, like a painting or
You're
like,
no longer
insignias?
there.
We're in like an overgrown.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah.
were heading further. Okay. Yeah,
you're
never mind,
in the
don't worry.
swamps at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we just keep going. Then.
I mean, if we get back to Silentana, I'll just like folly of man, but she has a man goats. What are these people doing?
Well,
Men goats.
Shrug.
Man goat.
I'm just gonna like shrug as well.
oh, by the way, Sil, that barrier it was raised by the Edgy Baba.
Well, I reckon good that we didn't fuck this if we're going to meet with her. But
Oh,
she-
maybe it's not as powerful as we thought it was either. That
What do you
spell. That spell didn't seem particularly dangerous.
Oh, I don't know.
It was raised just to keep goats safe from predators. Maybe the Yeji Baba is not so malevolent after all.
Just because someone can do simple spells doesn't mean they're not powerful.
Yes, but simple spells to protect some goats.
If anything, it means that she can waste her power on doing something as mundane as protecting goats and still be
Oh,
fine with
so
that.
it's like when you clean my shoes, but you zap some dude in the head.
That is true. But
Yes, but the fact that... Well, he cleans your shoes because he likes you, right? So she must like these goats. Oh,
She like
I don't
goat
know.
milk.
I don't know. Just keep going, I guess.
It's at this point the old lady leading you stops, and you hear her say,
Hold! Wait. The water.
and you look to the water. She points to a puddle in the swamp, and you can see the ripples kind of periodically like something large is approaching,
What could it
or
be?
stepping through the muck.
Move back. We must wait for it to pass.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
right back.
I'll do
Frard
that.
kind of ushers, what is it?
I'll start moving back.
She just was,
Just move back.
what is it? And he pulls out his scimitar. And
The words
you
she
see
says,
you
but
see
I-
he's a bit agitated.
Very fine.
He puts his scimitar away.
yeah, jumping back into like some
And-
scrub.
Approaching, you hear this a series of loud thuds, just squelching in the mud. It's getting louder and louder. And as you wait patiently, you see, pushing through the thick fog, about 50 feet, not 40 feet in the air, a large cracked skull just appears pushing through,
Oh Jesus, is this it?
absent of a lower jaw. And as it pushes forward into the fog billows around and through the gaping holes within the skull's eye holes. A tree trunk-like arm swipes at the air, and you can see the turbulent wave of fog kind of just being pushed asunder, and this large, clawed, bony hand. It continues to move, and until it's no longer obscured by the fog. You can see this giant, about 40 feet tall, giant skeleton. Josh,
Bro, are you serious?
I didn't change it.
Can you give a
By
picture
the
of
way.
it? Wait, so is it a skeleton or a what? Or
It's
a
a-
skull?
It's a giant skeleton. It's just missing its lower jaw.
Do I recognize?
And it is a behemoth. And it's slowly walking through the marsh, and in its left hand it holds a large tree trunk that it drags behind it, and you can see the grooves it makes in the marsh, and it just a trail of this large tree trunk. But then the marsh slowly reforms.
Is it humanoid? Like
place.
humanoid skeleton?
Um, You can roll a nature check. It's humanoid. But
No way.
I know what it is. Have I recognize it in
it
some way?
looks like some giant skeleton.
Or like a classic skeleton, like a humanoid skeleton.
Yeah,
right?
it's humanoid.
Okay.
You're not sure
Yeah.
if it's a giant kin or like
Okay.
what specific thing it is.
Just mouthing.
And you just hear
Fuck,
the
fuck, 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 fuck.
and around you like there's marsh all around you, but its footsteps leave such a like a vibration that even the marsh itself kind of wobbles, and it just slowly walks past you all, not paying any attention. Until the thuds begin to get quieter and quieter.
Is it safe to come out?
Right. Okay, we can continue. Go.
What the hell was that thing? I ask the old lady.
That is one of the Yeshibabas. It controls and perimeter the area.
Wait,
One of.
Yes.
there's more than one?
I said too much. Continue.
Wait,
Wait, does she mean it's
I'm gonna-
one of?
I'm gonna bring Han and me up to Sil.
Wait, no,
We need to have a discussion.
Okay, yeah, fuck yeah. We still
Like she
Still.
owns it?
What?
Yeah.
Fuck that!
that lady just
Fuck
told
that!
me that was one of the Yeshibabas.
Fuck that!
Oh, yeah, well, obviously she fucking did some shite and summoned that. So,
You reckon it was her?
I wouldn't underestimate her.
Uh,
What are we gonna fucking do? I saw the fucking toothpick.
look, worst comes to worst.
Fucking run. Wait, run where? Fuck this swamp. It's a whole shithole.
I mean, dying might not be so bad.
What?
Better than living here forever.
Don't want to live.
You're still blabbering on about leaving Barovia. Well, perhaps you can
course.
ask the Yeshibaba.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's not really any of your business, so
Hope these fucking
isn't.
giants are benevolent.
yeah. So I'd
Continue.
appreciate if you didn't. Alright.
He's talking to the
Oh, okay.
old lady. You see
How's
her.
the-
You see her as you guys are talking. You see her kind of like prying in.
How's the younger lady looking? Is she just following us of her
Yeah,
own
she's
free
following
will?
with an emotionless expression. but you do see her
Okay.
lips just kind of moving.
Okay. Alright. I imagine there's like two kind of distinct groups. It's like Farad, Drasha, and then the old one up front, and then
Well, I'm
the rest of
assuming
us at the back.
Drasha is kind of keeping an eye on the other girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
'Cause
Taz?
that's what
I
she
mean,
was doing
aren't they
before.
aren't Mifrad and the two witches sort of in the same
Yeah,
grouping?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sort of
okay.
like put another one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's just keep going, I guess.
So yeah, you guys continue on for about an hour of walking deeper into the swamp. And eventually you get to a point where you see the silhouette of a large tree trunk just in the center of this field. The ground here is a bit sturdier than the rest of the swamp. And then, as you continue on, you see that someone has built a large, ramshackle wooden hut on the stump of what was once an enormous tree. This tree seems to be about 50 feet in diameter with all its roots. Yeah, you see the rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like the legs of a gigantic spider. An open doorway is visible on one side of the hut, and there's a little porch as well, beneath which floats an upside-down hollow skull of perhaps a giant. Flanking the hut's doorway are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves, and 10 to 15 ravens are trapped in each of all of these cages. And as you approach, they begin to squawk and flap their wings. This is the Yeji Baba's
House?
asks the
Oh.
lady.
Yes.
Oh, that's all she has to say.
That's all she said.
I look around, like, does it look like there's... Okay, how much magic is around here first?
How much magic? Give me a
Well,
sec.
like, what do I see? What's magic?
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just quickly change something. Quickly. But Han, you do notice on the cages.
Yep.
There is a faint aura on the locks.
Abjuration?
Yeah, it does seem to be abjuration.
Okay.
And there's an aura around the skull that is floating.
Yep.
This would probably also be abjuration.
Okay. I don't mention anything.
No worries. There's Rod. There it is. Okay. So you guys are continuing to walk closer and closer to this behemoth of a tree. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you're...
Well, are you going to introduce us to the Yeji Baba?
Do you say that to the old lady?
Yeah, to either of them.
Either of
And
them?
like both of them.
She gives you like a bit of a worried look. And then
I'm
sighs.
scared, mate.
A woman that parleys with men is no woman.
And she waddles off towards the tree
Where's the other lady?
with Esmeralda.
Up front with them.
Do I notice that she's like whispering something?
What's your passive perception?
14.
I'd say yeah. You notice she's moving her lips. You don't know what she's saying though.
Okay. And she recognized Sil and I, right?
You did notice that she kind of had like a widening of the eyes as she saw you.
Okay.
Eventually, are you guys following the old lady, or are you just staying put where you are?
Yeah, following, right?
I'll follow.
Well, what's Farad doing?
Sorry,
he following?
did she walk away from the?
Yeah, she continued to walk towards
Towards.
the tree.
Oh yeah. I want to. Yeah, I'll follow you. Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys move up a
We're
bit.
not digging ourselves into deep shit, are we?
We are. There's no doubt about it, Mark, but whatever. What can.
I trust you.
You see the old lady, as she begins to cast a spell, which her voice then becomes much louder.
Yes, Baba! You have some who seek to make a deal. I forgive.
She begins to kind of fumble her words.
I apologize for interrupting.
And she gets down, not on her knees, but like looking down at the ground with her hands outstretched. And there's silence for a good minute.
How spineless.
And then you hear the skull floating in the air begins to chatter. And the door slowly opens. And you see emerge, standing on the porch, a large woman
Big Mom.
wearing dark green drapes, and like I don't really know how to describe it.
Curtains.
Not really curtains, but
Well, they're draped clothes, right?
yeah, draped clothes.
Draped over her.
Her face is wrinkled, and her skin has a dark green hue to it, greenish grey. She has long grey hair, parts of it tattered, parts of it braided with certain objects like bones and other bits and pieces of God knows what. Two long braided strands of hair kind of go over her shoulders, over her chest, in which she wears a large bone necklace and has two bladed bony fingers kind of embedded into its tips. Her hair, the top of her head, kind of outstretches into two peaks, and you can see that her arms are incredibly long and clawed. And she looks down on you all. And I'll just show you a picture of what she actually looks like. So you
Oh,
get a
boy.
better...
Oh,
my
Jesus.
Uh,
Oh, when you by large, you didn't mean fat. Okay.
No. She
was
seems to
imagining
be
some,
at least 7 foot tall.
Jesus
Does
Christ.
she look?
Oh,
Does she
man.
look human, or does she look like more troll orcish? Like, is she a different race? Can I tell?
You don't know if she's a different race. She
This
doesn't.
looks
She
so
doesn't.
weird.
She doesn't show any signs of. Oh my god! I'm just gonna place it there. She's on the porch. She doesn't show
Okay.
any signs of being an orc or anything.
Okay.
But you do see that. Roll a perception check. Roll a
Does she have
perception check.
legs?
She does. She does have legs. It's just a picture. She does have legs. Yes.
Is she floating?
No. She's standing on the porch at the moment.
Okay.
And
Oops. Did it in the wrong chat. 20 plus 2. 6.
6. you see what you see.
Yeah. Also, is any of the stuff she's wearing magic at all?
You actually see a rather ominous magical aura that surrounds all of her.
All of her.
It is very reminiscent of the aura that surrounded the treasure of the wolves.
Oh shit.
That's right.
No.
Just remove it.
The
No.
Night Mother. Treasure?
Wait,
It's different, but
The
it's
Night
reminiscent.
Huntress's treasure. Okay. So
you
she's
mean the wolf statue thing?
No.
the treasure
Ah.
itself.
Oh, the treasure itself. Okay.
Like the
Is she cursed?
Do you want to
Oh.
roll an intelligence check?
Yes, I would, of course. Just intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence. You have to beat a 15.
Okay, I can do that.
Ooh.
Can anyone help me?
No, there's no help on this.
Okay. Come on!
Unfortunate. You just notice that it's reminiscent.
Yeah.
So you can think what you want to think about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, she steps out on the porch, and there is a dead eerie silence as she does so. Each of you kind of feel this magnitude of pressure build up, and you see the old lady on the ground, still kind of shivering with her hands outstretched in front.
What about the young one?
The young one is just still muttering under her breath,
Okay.
and she speaks with a loud, billowing voice, incredibly raspy.
Oh,
go.
rasp it up, rasp it up.
Whom seeks to make a deal?
I just look at Farad.
Farad steps out in front and says, "I do."
Very well.
The skull begins descending until it reaches the ground, and she turns and walks back inside. And Farad walks up to the skull and gets inside, and it brings him up to the porch. And he walks inside as well,
Does the door close?
and the door closes.
Interesting, okay. I'm just gonna sit down and just wait for him to come back out, I guess.
Yep. Is there anything else you guys would like to do during this time?
I'm
No,
just
why
gonna.
does we-
Or maybe I'll take like a walk around the
How
tree.
long do we give him? Like 30 minutes, then we fucking leave?
What are we even here for?
We're gonna wish to leave.
Fuck, we were here to...
And what are we gonna have to pay for it?
Pay anything it costs.
like, we were here to... And then I'll kind of try and sneakily gesture, like, thumb across neck, like...
Yeah, I know, man. And that doesn't seem very likely now.
That seems like a shit idea! What the fuck?
I'm not gonna kill her for Strahd.
Oh,
Strahd can't get us out. Only she can.
Strahd didn't ask her to kill her, but she might have the. Well, we'll have to ask. I don't know.
Fuck Strahd. Fuck the gems. Fuck Barovia. I don't care. Whatever it takes, I'm leaving.
Is that magical sensor still following us?
I think we should at least listen to what Farad has to say when he comes out.
Aren't you the one all gung ho about, and then I'll like gesture to Mag doing the throat.
I'll
cutting.
redo the
Yeah.
thumb across neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I am, but I am
Outmatched.
I don't know about that. So, is there a plan, or do we all have different intentions here?
You know, you do your thing, we'll do ours.
Whatever we do, we commit to it as a group.
Look, if she can actually grant wishes, then It's obvious what we should do.
If things go tits up, we need to leave and then plan and come back.
I like slap my legs. You think we can leave, huh, Mag?
Well, I'll carry you. We run very far.
You think we'll outrun that giant skeleton?
Well, maybe it won't come to the giant skeleton, but if it comes to that,
She has
then
more of them, Mag.
I don't hear any around here right now.
What does the it's like a shack, right? Like a wooden shack sort of thing.
Yep.
Right. Like it's made of like wooden planks.
Yep.
I want to sneak up to it and try and like peek through like a gap to see inside.
All right, roll a stealth check for me.
All right. Oh fuck! Hang on.
You don't have Pass Without a Trace on anymore.
Whoa.
Oh,
What the
geez.
fuck, man? All my rolls have been trash. This is not fair.
Okay. Let me double.
Well, you're getting the shit end of the stick. This sucks.
I should be able to roll in real life. That would go better. All those hours of practice rolling for naught.
All right. Yeah. The witch kind of notices you moving up, and she's like, she just looks scared. But you do sneakily make your way up and climb the tree. And you can feel, as you're climbing the tree, there's an eerie creak to the wood and the roots. But you don't feel any strong gusts of wind or anything. It's odd. But you do climb one of the roots until you find yourself up against the wall. And there are some little slits where you can look into and you can hear what they're saying. And you can see the inside of this shack. You hear a few things. For one, you hear the sounds of a crying baby. If you hear that on the roll 20.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first thing you realize is the sheer size of this unit of the Yeji Baba. She dwarfs Farad.
It's a unit of a dame.
Her head almost touches the roof of this shack, sitting down.
Wow.
Well, the tip of her hair. And Farad kind of sits. They're both sitting around a small table, and you can see there are ransacked shelves full of random objects. You can see jars of weird things, and there's this dull lighting within the shack as well. And you do see a crib, which you assume a cottage. Sorry, which you assume is the origin of the baby crying. And you can see both the Yeshi Baba and Farad. They've got extreme poker faces on as they're conversing, and you hear Farad is talking about how he is seeking information. I seek information. Hang on. It's gonna continue.
True.
Information. And what sort of information do you seek? I seek to find a woman. A woman that goes by the name of Baba Lysaga. Huh. Interesting. And what would you give for this information?
And she kind of like drools.
What is your offer? These deals are not one of giving possessions.
And Josh, yes, I know I took this, but
Yeah, whatever. Don't worry.
rather, you must give something that would drive yourself of personal torment. Mother Night feeds on the torment of the living.
Ah.
Possessions mean nothing to me. So I ask you this, Farad. What will you give for this information? It must be of equivalent exchange. Mother Night always knows.
you see Farad pull the glove off of his right hand, and you can see that it's adorned with two of his fingers are adorned with jeweled rings, and his middle finger seems to be decorated with ink carvings. And he pulls up his hand and points to his middle finger.
Nice.
The middle finger that reminded me of my one and only blood relative. Will this suffice? Very well. But I believe you already know the answer to your question. Do we have a deal?
Wait, what the fuck's he giving up?
His finger.
His finger?
She outstretches her hand, and Farad shakes the hand, and as it pulls away, the middle finger is absent and missing.
You are looking at her.
Oh.
Bruh.
Oh.
Farad
How old is Farad?
pauses for a second.
It has been good. Lysaga. Dogaru.
And he walks out.
As he's like, gets up, I'm gonna like quickly try and run back to
And
the
just
other.
whoop, 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 quickly make it back. Yeah, you'll see Farad exit and come down the giant skull, floating skull. And as it touches the bottom, the Yeji Baba emerges from the door once again. And you all notice, or some, Seal and Tanner, you notice that one of the fingers of his glove has an odd slack to it.
Okay.
Oh.
And Farad kind of walks in silence towards you all. Who's next? And at that point, the Yeshi Baba, looking at you all, licking her lips.
The fuck?
Do any of you seek?
I just look around at everyone else.
Into the skull.
Does it look like anyone else is gonna do it? As I look.
I'm gonna like turn to the. Actually, don't worry.
Alright, I'm getting on.
She walks inside.
I'm not going up with you. I'm just gonna let you
Yeah,
down.
that's fine. That's fine.
And the skull floats up to the porch, and you walk in, and the door closes by itself.
Mhm.
and you can hear and feel the creaking of the wood, but you didn't recognize any large gusts of wind on the outside. On the inside, you see the kind of like disorganized shelves of random ornaments and materials and things in jars and whatever. And there's a small table. Well, it seems fairly normal size to you, but as you get closer, the Yeji Baba is much bigger than you thought. And she takes a seat on the ground.
Speak your name.
Before I do that, looking around, is there like any magic stuff in here, or is it just the same kind of like?
There's a few magic things. There's some of the ingredients give off a bit of a hint of a magic aura. You do hear the baby crying.
Oh, right.
And you do look over to the crib, and it gives off a magical aura.
What kind of aura?
Illusion.
Illusion. Okay.
That's not good.
Actually, by the way,
Yes.
I should have mentioned this before, but the giant skeleton also gave off an illusory aura. Should have mentioned that before. I totally forgot. Anyway, coming back to that.
Okay.
That makes things a bit better.
You do notice the aura surrounding her. As
Yeah.
well.
Well, what is your name?
It's Hanumanu Drusus.
And Hanumanu Drusus, what do you see?
Well, before we get to that, shouldn't you take care of your crying baby?
Do not worry about my little strudel.
Strudel?
Not strudel.
My little wiggly worm.
The horse? What
My
about
little
horse?
wiggly worm.
Not strudel.
What's he called?
My
What's
little
his name?
wiggly worm.
Winkly worm.
Winkly
Okay.
worm.
Okay.
What's she talking about?
The baby.
Oh, okay.
What is that his name? Winkly worm?
What do you seek?
I seek to leave Barovia.
And what will you give?
Anything.
That has quite the high price, as I only have the ingredients for one.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I can't bear it here anymore. I must be reunited with my
You see
lord.
her just drooling.
Oh.
Then tell me, what will you give?
I'll give you one of my eyes.
That is not equivalent.
Ooh.
How much would you ask for then?
Only you can answer that question. Personal torment. What will give you the most torment?
Venom on those words.
If I never felt the warmth of my lord's flames again,
Oh jeez.
that would give me the greatest torment.
You see a smile curl on her face.
And of your friend.
I knew it.
What of them?
Wants you to kill all of us so you can go home.
Yeah, but I wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh god. Oh shit.
What of my friends?
Of your devil, Lazarus.
Oh.
Oh my god.
If I sever my bond with the Lazarus, you'll let me leave Barovia?
If you sever the bond with your patron, you
Ooh.
can leave Barovia. That would be equivalent torment.
Jesus.
I just stand up, and I'm like, I just smile. I'm like, I'd never give that up. I'll die before I give that up.
Should have said that.
Didn't you just say you would?
Yeah, I know.
I
I
didn't
know.
think.
Well, no, I said like, no. She asked me what the greatest torment would be, and it would be losing my patron. I'd be willing to sever my ties with the Lazarus, but not my patron.
Very well. The ties with your familiar. But be warned. You never get another.
Will the rest of us be able to leave as well?
I only have the components for one.
Can I think about this?
By all means.
And the door slowly opens.
Okay, yeah, I just walk outside and I step on the skull. Float back down.
You see Han float back down and approach.
Well, what'd she say? What's the price of, getting out here?
Severing the ties with my patron.
Did you agree to it?
Well,
He's
course
still
not.
here.
you haggled. You haggled.
Yeah, I know, I'm lying. I don't want them to know the real price.
And do we all get to go, or just you?
Just me.
Hmm.
I also don't mention the fact that there's only one, enough for like one person to leave. Even if we all sacrifice them.
We should not be making deals with witches.
I just look at Farad. I know, right? I'm such a team player.
Mhm.
Staying for the boys.
But what exactly did you give up?
Yeah, what's going on with you guys?
I'm really deep in thought. I'm very seriously considering abandoning everyone and just leaving.
Would you say that out loud or?
No, of course not. Like, I'm in deep thought about it. I'm like, I like Lazarus. He's cool. I don't want to lose him.
The door opens as well, and
If I get to
Yoshi
leave
Bubba walks out
Barovia,
and just stares.
It is not worth it. Do not go up there.
Well, see what she offers. I'd like to hear it from her.
Sil,
Myself,
She has a child in there as well.
I will step forward.
wait. As Sil's stepping forward, I like turn to him and I give him a warning. I tell him, she can be quite convincing. You might be tempted to take the deal.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All I'll say is, I don't think I could blame you if you took it.
I'll go into the skull.
She walks back in, and you eventually reach the porch, and you walk inside, and the door closes behind you, and she sits down.
Speak your name.
Silda.
Ravilon.
Well, yes.
And what seek?
Want to get me and my friends out of the Barovia. What's your price? Can you do it?
Only for one.
Limited power or something.
Mother Knight's power is grand enough to have one leave these cursed lands with the right components.
Alright, and then what's the cost then?
What
Well, yeah, because
will you give?
oh, it's one of those.
I require not possessions, but personal torment. The deepest of torments prove to be the greatest of bargaining chips. So tell me, what will you give?
Well, I don't see a point if only one of us can get help.
Then perhaps you seek something else.
Maybe I do.
I can smell what already brings you torment. You
Really now?
seek freedom not just from Barovia. Isn't that right?
I think that's beyond you.
Is it?
If you can't get all of us out, got nothing more to say.
You seek no information, nothing. Power, riches, knowledge, freedom.
Oh, I seek freedom, but the sacrifice. Well, you seem to know already. I'm already tied down to something, and
And if you didn't want to be,
then I'd end up tying myself down to something else here.
if besp,
I like wince at that. They. Oh. He has plans, I reckon, for me.
oh, it seems he does.
I'm going to walk towards the door. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk towards.
Goodbye. Oh, fortunate key.
Key. You know.
She called me a key. Oh no.
Oh,
It's like
Oh, fuck.
Ghostbusters shit.
Yeah, I'll leave if
Is
I
that
can leave.
fortunate or unfortunate?
Oh, fortunate.
Oh god.
I turn to Taina and I say, maybe you should cure, your head a little bit.
I walk up to the skull. I go on the.
Yeah.
Don't
just
pay
walk past.
too much, Taina.
So do we see still descend then?
You elevate to the porch. and you see the door open, and her within.
Okay. Okay.
And you
I
walk in,
Yeah.
and the door closes, but not behind you.
Wait, is everybody making deals?
Do you guys want to talk amongst yourself before we get into Tanner?
No.
No, go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Unless Josh.
I'll
wants
just
to-
say, to Mark. Wait, what did you ask?
I said, is everyone making deals?
Is there something you want to?
No
Mark.
deal from me, Mark. Gonna have to pay a lot.
No, I just want to know if everyone's taking this weird swamp voodoo or...
She can only get one of us out, apparently.
And I guess that means you both refused.
I guess it does mean
I'm
that.
not gonna tie myself down to this fucking place.
If you're not selling me out, sure as fuck not gonna sell you guys out.
I appreciate it, Mark.
I was tempted to, I have to
Find
admit.
some other way.
To be back in the arms of my patron.
You should think what you're doing by making these deals with
Yeah, I get to get away from you.
something like this. It is not good. It is not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be good.
Frad kind of he pipes up. I think we should dispose of her, but you can use her power for your own benefits.
What was that you did? What did you give her?
He pulls off his glove and shows him. Shows you all the missing finger.
But there must be more than just.
What is it? Is there like a stump or is it just gone? Or...
No, there's a stump.
Is it healed?
It's healed, yeah.
Okay. And in return, what
There
did
is
you
more
receive?
sentimental value to this finger than a simple body part. I will not
Yes.
tell you. What
Fair
is
enough.
Sort.
And she gave you information, is that correct?
And how would you know that?
I've watched the whole thing.
I'm surprised I didn't notice.
I'm pretty good.
Keep it to yourself.
Yes.
Going back to Tanner now. The door closes, and you feel the creaking wood of the shack.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your name.
Do I sit down?
Yeah.
She's sitting down. Yeah, you can sit down. if
Or
you
we
want.
can stand.
Well, I sit opposite, or wherever looks like most convenient.
Yep.
I don't know, the most
Yeah, it's
appropriate
just-
place
it's
to
just
sit.
Opposite, just
Yeah.
near the door.
I don't give her eye contact, but I'm holding the hilt in my lap.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how I can help the people of Kresk?
You see a creeping smile.
Perhaps. But first, you must speak your name.
Tanner,
Okrim.
a nod.
And what would you give for such information?
I literally don't know what I could give.
What would torment Tanner?
His hair?
If you explain the rule though?
My hair.
Torment. I require not possessions unless they cultivate personal torment.
Oh. Tanner's gonna have to...
What will you give?
I don't have anything that
Do you say that?
No, I'm just thinking what
What
would come
what
to
would-
mind.
Or torment you though.
Giving up the sword.
There's
Isabel.
literally
Oh,
anything
Isabel,
you could
yeah.
give. No, well,
Your
Yeah, but
god.
you
She has to
you can
accept it,
ask.
right?
Yeah, but you can ask.
Yeah, but I don't know what would come to mind as my character.
I don't know.
It would be.
Think.
It would probably be the little girl, but
Well, say what you're gonna say.
Ooh.
Wait, would you?
I
You
think,
wouldn't tell her that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. But I think it, but I don't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
As you think it,
That brings torment onto one not associated with this deal. Unless you don't want to see her ever again.
Oh, fuck.
I don't understand the first part.
You can't sacrifice her life, but you can sacrifice you ever seeing her again.
I see. I don't know. I like play with the hilt in my like hands, like a fidget kind of thing.
You would give up the sword bestowed to you by your god. You are not one with words, but I can read your meaning. So tell me,
Sorry, go on.
what will you give?
I like sigh and I like put the hilt on the table.
What if it's like she tells you you need the sword to save?
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
That's such a dick move.
But, oh.
Never getting that back.
This defies the gifts of your god.
I don't look at her. I just stare down at my like lap or whatever.
But I accept.
Oh,
she reaches
no.
out her hand, waiting for you to shake.
Fucking hell.
I like suddenly give her like really intense eye contact. I just like wait for a bit. I don't know. Let me think about this for a sec.
Oh.
You see her eyes unfazed, just staring into yours. The baby crying suddenly stops as her hand's outreached.
Yeah.
I sigh and I like take the sword off the table and I like sit up really abruptly, and I like walk towards the door.
Oh, Jesus.
It's been blue balled a deal three people in
Yeah.
a row.
Can I open the door?
You go to open the door and it's locked.
Oh,
And she-
Oh, you already made the deal! It's too late!
There is more you can offer.
Oh.
Oh.
I like turn around, like my head. I just like I'm listening. My back's still facing her.
Connections. Body
Like-
parts. Friendships.
She can kill you all.
the door opens.
Cool.
The door opens.
One that seeks something should first realize what they want to give.
Owned.
The door opens.
I just look at Mag.
And
Your turn.
Tanner comes down.
Yeah.
And the Yeshi Baba walks out.
We do not need to keep doing this.
It's not up to you, is it?
Well, do you want to go in?
No, I do not.
And you don't either, Mag?
I think we should.
No, if no one's making deals with the creepy swamp lady, I'm not going to.
You're not even curious about what she could offer you?
What, for a finger? For my other eye?
Give her your cursed eye.
Oh, I'm sure
True.
she'll fucking want
No,
that.
that would
eh?
be good. That would be a good thing. to
And
know.
what
How would that-
about the life of one you once lost?
Who?
Wait, what did she just say?
Who's she talking to?
That's what she said.
No,
Is-
I didn't understand it. Like,
She said, what about the life of once you once lost?
Does it seem like she's saying that to everyone?
She seems like she's saying that to Magni.
Oh, okay. I just look at Mag. What's his face? Oh, how's he look?
Oh,
I'm looking around. Just shake my head. No, no.
She kind of looks to both Magni, Sil, and Han.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm tempted, but no.
wait, what? So what's she offering?
To bring someone back to life. Right?
I
I
don't
can
know.
smell past torment.
I can give up past
No,
torment?
I can smell.
Oh, okay.
Who
Yeah,
did I
I get you.
Now.
Yeah,
Who
who
did I
is it
fucking
Ben?
lose?
Is your guy
A
Ben?
man named Ben. And a
where are you
woman,
talking to now?
and a woman named
No.
Voland.
What?
Who's Voland? Oh, that's Mag.
Don't worry about it. I was
She
thinking
turns and
about
walks
that
back
too,
inside.
Eric,
I-
my character wasn't thinking of Ben, he was thinking of Esmeralda.
Well, no, she just said Ben, regardless.
Yeah, I
of
know.
Sil and Han.
Has
Okay.
anyone explained the deal, like, completely? Like, it is for torment?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
will
said you
explain
have
it
to
now.
give something like big up.
Yeah, that will
Yeah.
torment you forever.
Then fuck that.
I'm kind of confusedly looking at everyone else about what to do.
I think we should
Do we
leave.
just?
I could
Just
not
leave?
take any more torment in my life.
I kind of shrug. Like for the first time, I kind of disagree with Drasha.
I just...
I think we should maybe rest for a bit and discuss what we want to do.
Yeah, I nod and then I like gesture for her to lead.
Okay. Can I make like a check just to see if there's anything that leads just out of here where we could rest?
What
You can
time
try
is
and
it, by
make
the
a
way?
survival check.
Just real quick. Like, is it near dusk now? It's been a while, right?
It's getting to dusk. It's
Okay.
you do know that with a 13, the flies are just vicious in their assault on each of you. Probably
okay.
wouldn't be able to sleep through them unless you find a place that is rid of them. You do remember the standing stones was flyless.
The standing stones? What were they?
The druidic
That was like the
standing
druidic
stones.
stuff.
Oh,
But wasn't that on the other side of the river?
Really
Yep.
far away. Yeah.
That was on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the swamp seems like, especially these areas of the swamp, they seem pretty difficult. Perhaps the little witches area. I'm unsure.
Yeah,
What do you
couldn't we
think?
stay in the mansion?
We haven't even looked in there yet. I think.
Well,
I'm just
ask the
fine.
old woman if there's anyone else there.
Didn't she run away?
Oh, did she?
You do see that the old woman did run away.
Oh, what about the younger one?
Fried paid no mind to it. The younger one's still there.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just go back to that area of the manor.
Yeah.
think
I agree. Okay, let's go.
In the meantime, I wish to know more about Strahd. What What was that all about?
What was the vault all about?
What, all you wanted to know was who she was?
I sought the identity of a woman. I had my speculations, but I needed it to be proven. The reasons are none of your concern.
But it turned out to be that she was this woman, is that correct?
Yes.
And you wish to dispose of her, is that correct?
Yes.
Well, perhaps we should have a bit of a discussion when we get back
Perhaps.
about what to do. Because I do not take too kindly to, creatures such as the ones in these swamplands.
Very well. Then where are we going?
This way, and I'll lead back the way we came to the manor area.
Yep. So after about an hour, you guys return to the manor. You see the goat pen. Do you bring the girl with you, or do you leave her?
Of course.
I don't know.
We bring her.
Yeah, we're bringing
Yeah.
her.
Do you like force her, or
Oh, I'm
Does she not
assuming
come along?
she comes gently, willingly, right?
she doesn't come willingly?
Oh, she's not
Or
moving?
she does. Yeah, she does. She doesn't move with you.
Oh. I just look at Tina. Oh, I don't know that Tina. Oh, I don't care about
I guess
her
I-
either.
So I noticed that she's not moving, and I don't know, I signal her to come along.
She begins to walk off in the other direction.
Tana technique.
Like
fail.
where?
In the
Like
opposite
towards the
direction.
house?
Yeah.
Does
Towards
the-
the
no,
the
not-
edgy Baba house?
No. She, southward.
Okay, I run after her, and I like pull her this way.
Roll a contested strength check.
Jeez.
Well, I'm not I don't know. Okay.
Okay, well,
You're not. He's not pulling her. We're just.
I'm
tugging.
kind of tugging her to show her which way we're meant to be going.
she pulls away from you and continues walking.
Leave it. Just go.
Is she walking towards something?
She seems to be walking back towards the ruins.
Isn't that where we're going?
Yeah, isn't?
No, you guys are going to the the mansion ruins.
Isn't it? Oh, I thought that was like the
she's
same way.
heading towards the village ruins.
Okay.
Is that
Uh,
where she was originally?
No. She
Yeah,
was
she
in the
was in
garden
the
at the manor.
Oh.
You going after her?
But you do hear her as you come close, muttering under her breath.
Okay. Can I hear what she's saying?
She's just muttering quickly over and over again. The false prophet, 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 the false prophet.
See.
We can find
Where's-
her later.
Where's the older woman?
She ran away.
She ran away.
Oh. Did she run that direction too?
I don't know. I don't think. Did anyone
No
see?
idea.
Surprisingly, you didn't see it.
I mean, we're pretty preoccupied.
I look back and
Yeah,
forth between the party and this woman.
I just shrug at Tina. I'm like,
She just
who
continues
cares?
walking.
It's just some random woman.
She's nothing. Let's just keep going.
She can make her
like-
own decisions. She's an adult.
I reluctantly rejoin the party.
Oh, really? Damn. Like, you flew her out of the arena sacrificing.
Yeah, but she's been in this
Still-
swamp for ages, so she'll be
Okay.
alright.
Alright. Let's go.
Eventually, you make it to the mansion ruins after about an hour of walking.
Are the flies inside the manor as well?
They are
Is it as bad, or is it more bearable?
slightly more bearable, but in its current state, it's just whack.
Oh.
But eventually,
If we start a fire, it will drive them away.
you can try to do things to drive them away. But,
Yeah. Well, later.
Um,
Later. I do it later.
Eventually, you reach the ruined mansion, and you. What do you guys do?
I think we should. I should say in character. Sorry. We should set up camp near here. I think we should leave this mansion until another time.
What? And go where?
You don't think we should be in there and hide it from the big boys?
I suspect the big boys are inside there. So what if we go?
What, you mean those giant skeletons?
Well, anything. I just think there might be a fight on our hands if we go in this way. Can I like look around for any particular, somewhat appropriate places to set up a camp?
Yeah, the land around the mansion is all like risen. Anywhere but the garden would probably be a good place to set up camp.
Could we sleep in the sheep pen?
What about there?
The goat
Can I, like,
place?
gesture there and be like, let's just go between those trees.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I do want to try the goat pen.
Yeah, it
Want
doesn't
it
seem
to
like
be
it's
safe? There's
warded.
meant to be like protection thing on there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
warded.
Yeah, but like, maybe if we just open the gate, it'll be fine. I'm gonna try to open the gate.
Alright, alright.
You see Han
We'll watch him open the
waddling
gate.
over to the gate, and he opens the gate. The gate opens.
I step inside,
You step inside,
close the gate.
close the gate.
Are there flies around me?
There are flies.
Fuck still?
Yeah.
God damn. Well, I'm sleeping here.
Some of the goats approach.
I will sit with them for warmth and physical
One of
comfort.
them butts you in the ass with its head.
Really? But no, but I do it like, like aggressively or like playfully?
Playfully.
Okay, I kind of like I give him. Well, I'll just whatever. I ignore it. I guess I'll just go sit down next to a sheep. Or goat.
They're all goats. They're all goats.
Okay, yeah. I just like I don't know. Just is there like a pile of them? Are they sitting? Are some of them
are.
sitting? Yeah, I go sit with them and lie down.
One of them moves away from you.
Fine, whatever,
The other one
I
is
don't care.
just too lazy to move.
Okay, yeah. All right. I stick with him.
The flies are just attacking you.
Well, where's everyone else going? Are they still
I don't
like
know.
they're still
Where
staying
are
in
they?
the area,
Just
right?
watching.
Yeah,
They just
that's
Okay,
what
well, if they're there, I mean, it's not gonna make a difference to me, I guess. So I'll stay here.
So we set up camp there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to set up camp?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you set up camp, you set out your bedrolls, you eat your rations.
I'll make Mags taste like goat. Goat.
Sure.
Or whatever stew.
Has the texture.
As I eat it, I'll
texture
just
of rations, but it tastes like goat.
I'll just keep my eyes on the pen as I eat it. I'll look for the fattest goat.
One of the goats eyeballs you and just like turns away.
I'll keep looking at it.
I think that tomorrow we should dispose of this Jezi Baba.
I agree. But what the fuck?
Oh Jesus Christ, this is massive.
I didn't realize that would happen. I thought.
To be honest,
Polymorph?
I haven't set up like the grid for this map.
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But I must be honest, I do not think it can be done with just me and Farad. I think we need all of you to help.
That's what we originally came here for.
Am I able to either knowing like witches or by looking at her earlier, am I able to tell what her weaknesses are, like that sort of thing?
I'll give you the weaknesses of a general witch.
Yeah. Okay. I'll like. I'm just telling people this essentially, but yeah, go on.
Witches. They have no vulnerabilities or resistances.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we should try to draw her out of her. I don't know, her house or whatever you
And
call that.
how do you suppose we do that?
Well, as much as I hate to say something nice about the one over there, he does have quite the knack to set things on fire. So I think we burn it down to draw her out and fight her in the swamp.
Man, we burnt that last witch place, that hag place too, yeah?
Well, you knocked it down as well, Mark.
Well, we
You
could do
know.
that again. But it's on a
Well-
big tree, I don't know.
But what are we gaining from doing
And
this?
most importantly, what are we doing about the giant skeleton?
Listen,
You tell
there
us
is
what
an
we
old
gain.
saying. There's an old saying. Evil that feeds on the innocent is the best. Must be destroyed. It is
I've
that
heard that saying before.
yes. A wise man once said.
And who
That
is
man
this
was-
wise man?
It was Rudolf van Richten.
Interesting.
Listen, there is nothing good to come out of this area. But if we remove this witch, perhaps at least something good can come from here. Perhaps some sort of peace or prosperity can return to this area.
How long have you been with us, Esmeralda? Do you think... Well, I don't really give a shite about how prosperous this fucking is. Just
No,
want to get
clearly
out
not.
of this.
Yes, of course. This
So
selfish,
how does this benefit us?
that is your problem, you see. Every question you ask, it is all about how it benefits you. This is for the greater good here. This is for all of us here.
Greater good for what?
For
What's
the
this?
people who have to live here day to day. Do you not care about these people? Clearly not, I don't know, I ask. You are all very selfish.
I care about my friends.
Well, clearly I am not one of them.
Oof.
That's a
You see Fried kind of just like eyeballing the ground, like.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I
What
don't
will
care.
come to this place when you do eventually leave? I will be left here behind to do what exactly?
Could always come with us. I'll tell you that outside's a lot better than here. If we do
Fuck.
get out of here.
This is my home. I do not wish to leave. I wish to make it a better place. I have family here.
Family.
Well, I don't know exactly what to call him, but he is like family to me, so very important.
And who is his family? You
This
seem
is
like you
Van
haven't seen him for a while.
Yes, I have been looking for him for quite some time. I thought my dealings with this group may bring me closer, but it has not been very successful.
Maybe you should take my advice from earlier. Use
what
the
is that?
tools presented in front of you before you destroy them.
Well, I try.
Sounds mean.
Fucking wait.
I do not wish to make a deal with a witch. Not play her game.
Very well.
I agree with that. Now, Esmeralda. Honestly, if there wasn't any benefit of doing this other than great. I'd just up and leave, but she might have some knowledge of this amethyst that could get us out here. So I'll bite and help you out, and if you want to believe me when I say that part of this is a favor to you, then
So you
Yeah.
will help.
wait, what? I didn't hear that. So
So you will help.
I will. Don't know about the others.
Well, we know one of them will not.
What the fuck?
He's
He
not
might
so-
if
He is useless. He is nothing to me.
Jesus. We need him. No one can do a fire better than him.
As you
Need
say
all-
that, wait, as you say that, you just see me burst into flames. That's a spell. I'm casting a spell. I just burst into flames, and like
Kill
all the flies near me are getting just like
Did you kill the
hit with
fucking
these-
goat next to
no.
you?
Well, it's like flavor. I don't know. I'll send you the spell. But
So
like,
we
yeah.
should make a plan so we all know exactly. what
Well,
we're
I'll
doing.
assume you like moved out the way or whatever the goat to try and
well, it
harm
technically doesn't hurt things that I touch. It only hurts things that attack me. But the flies aren't technically
sure.
attacking. You know what I mean?
no,
like,
that's
I just
fine.
want to kill
I'll
flies
allow,
like that.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah,
As you do, there's like a second or two of peace until more flies come.
Yeah. Well, they die too for 10 minutes at least.
I'm sure we all are very curious what is inside this mansion behind us, but we can look at that after we have completed our task.
If we complete it, if we don't,
If we all
Okay.
work together and are on the same page, then we will complete this task.
well, you got to ask Tanner and Mag and Han.
Well, they can speak up.
Well,
I don't know that this convo is even happening.
if it if it does lead to us getting out of this shithole and makes it a little better on the way out, then fuck it. I'm sure it's worth doing.
What you must understand is not everything has an instant reward. Okay, I have been searching for years to look for Rudolph. But you are too obsessed with this idea that as soon as you do one thing, you should be rewarded with something as a result. It is not how it works here.
I don't want to. I just want to leave.
You've maybe stuck here for many years. But everything we do, it will lead us further and further to our goal.
You sound like someone I used to know, but you don't need to lecture me on that shite.
So, what is our plan? What do we do? Do we set the building on fire? Do we do what exactly? Do we lay traps? What do we do?
Traps.
Well-
What would you suggest?
I do not know. I do not have anything with me.
Keep in mind that the Yeji Baba is not in the same league as other witches or hags.
Yes, it will be quite the fight. But we must be smart about this.
And I
It's not
assume
working.
that her skull is something she controls. No?
Yeah.
She controls a lot of things, partly that giant skeleton. She really, and not just one of them. What if they come running when we start our fires?
Is there some sort of escape plan we can devise just in case?
I have my horse.
I think
I can
we need
carry
something.
one other.
Well, I don't know what. Well, Han's not here, but he turned into a fucking flying eagle,
The giant eagle.
a giant eagle.
Maybe. Oi, Han! Oh, fucking shout.
Can I hear him?
Roll a
Alright.
performance check with advantage,
Ah.
mate.
Oh,
And use your strength mod.
Strength. Oh, true.
Jesus.
Since it's
True.
just pure force of lung.
lung power.
25. You can hear
You'd say
it.
advantage.
Loud as
yeah.
fuck. Through the buzzing.
Okay. I look at towards his direction.
I keep shouting till I see you start moving.
All right, yeah. I like walk
Han,
over there.
oi, ha, oi,
I walk
oi,
over.
Han.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Eventually, Han comes to the
In
king.
fact, I misty step.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking lavish.
Han makes his way over.
Still wreathed in flame.
You see,
What? I thought we were going. I thought we were resting.
Someone tell him what is going on. I want him to speak.
we are thinking of a plan
To do what?
to kill the Yeji Baba.
Very well. What is the plan?
Well,
We were discussing an emergency escape if things get too much to handle. I can carry one addition on my horse. Apparently you can fly or turn
I
yourself
can.
into a bird.
But that will mean I won't be able to unleash my full power in battle. If I must reserve it to escape.
That is why we are discussing it.
Well,
I think we should discuss the combat first.
of course.
We need fire.
Of course.
I think we begin to throw her out. We burn down her house.
That is... I refuse. Did
Why
you
do
not
we-
hear the crying child in there?
Yes, you raise a good point.
Look. Do you think you could sneak into the house? I saw you climb up there today.
To sneak, we have an open invitation. I think one of us goes in, secures the child, then we'll do what we must.
Who?
Well, I
Who?
have not been in yet.
Do you think you could make it out with the child?
I don't know.
One more thing.
What?
Surrounding the crib, I sensed illusionary magic. I'm not sure what it means.
Perhaps it is not a child, but
Perhaps.
a mere trick.
Well, I'm not willing to risk that. So until you confirm, I will not be burning the house down.
I agree with you. I do not want to burn down the house if it raises the possibility of losing an innocent child.
Very good. Well, what else have you planned?
We don't know.
Ye-
Well,
Wolfrod, aren't you a master monster hunter? Any
Throw-
suggestions?
My suggestion is to throw away any logic you have on fighting witches and hags, because it does not apply to this being.
Done. What else? What's next?
Luck.
Do I have any? Do I have like a D20 on me? Like my character? Does he own
Do
a
you have
D20?
a game set?
No.
No.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin.
You do have a coin, a magical coin
Luck's on our side.
that you've never used.
Oh wait, what? A magical coin?
Yeah.
He has used it.
Yeah,
Do I still have that? Wait, why do I not have the item sheet
He's
for
used
then?
it once or something. I think I took it because you
Yeah,
didn't want it anymore.
One of you has it.
Yeah, still has it now.
You flip the coin and it is the heads.
Well, yeah, I pretty much I was like, if it's below 10, that's unlucky. If it's above 10, that's lucky.
Okay.
So luck's on our side.
What if we sneak and surround her?
Oh wait.
Perhaps
The aura-
offer a deal. You want to save this baby?
I will not conduct business.
Offer a deal to get in and take the baby then and there.
Wait, Eric, what was the aura I saw around the house? I forget. Was it just the night aura? Or was it different? Or was there no aura?
No, there was no
around
aura
the
around the
house?
house.
Okay. Yep.
There was an aura around the locks on the cages with the crows.
Right. Okay. Okay.
What if someone makes a fake deal with her like you guys did, and she comes out and someone pushes her over?
Well, you're the strongest mag.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not the sneaky.
she seems to follow, not lead.
Yeah, it would be hard to get behind her.
What
She
if
seems
we go-
much more calculated than you would think.
I
Well,
don't think
maybe
we're
we
going-
just fuck with their gods.
No mag, not the goats.
Even a little.
Are you
One of them?
thinking with your stomach or with your head?
Can't it be both? Look, she likes the gods. We need her out of the house.
Are you sure the gods are for her or the others?
I'd shrug.
All I know is it's her spell.
Whatever you suggest.
Look, I have a plan, but it's risky, and it might not work.
Speak.
If someone can lure her out of the door, just onto her porch, I may be able to turn her into a snail.
What?
That's right, Mag.
You can do that?
Well, she
I can do
always
that.
seemed to
Holy fuck.
emerge from the porch after a deal, whether failed or successful.
Well, that would be our chance to strike.
Perhaps that is our chance.
However, it will come at a great cost. 1, it will give away our surprise attack. And 2, it will drain a large amount of my power.
And she'll still be up on the tree.
Well, we can bring her down once she's become a snail.
Is that snail power that turns you into a bird?
The very same.
Well, if you do that and it doesn't work, and then we need to run.
And
What
therein
then?
lies the risk.
Then
It is a
Vela.
gamble.
Time for us to run.
Well, that's my plan.
It seems
That's
to
all I
be the
have.
only plan we have at the moment.
I think we should try it. As much as I hate to admit it, it could work. It is unconventional, but I don't know.
Could it perhaps be possible for 2 of us to go inside the house at once?
I do not think so.
I don't know.
Did she
I
have,
have the
did she have a
capability.
bed in there?
A bed. Did she have a bed?
Yes, kind of.
Okay. I can turn someone invisible, or I can turn them into gas, and they can sneak in. That way as well.
Sounds like that would require you to use a lot of magic.
That is true. However, not as much as turning her into a snail.
I think
If we
save your magic as much as possible. But I think we try this tactic and just be prepared to fight if it does not work, because she will not be happy.
Sil,
What?
you better be ready with that counter spell. Is it called counter spell in D&D?
Doesn't,
call it
do you
whatever.
know
Okay.
I have it?
I don't know. Yeah, we used it in that fight together against the mirror people, I swear, or someone.
Oh yeah, I did counter spell.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't always work, and if she's a strong caster, makes it even harder.
Look, gambles upon gambles. It's the only way we can defeat such a powerful being.
We need good luck, right?
I think
Yeah.
we make sure we are well rested and
Well,
strike
let's
early in the
figure out a way
morning.
to get rid of these fucking flies then. And for us,
I just smirk.
swats one with his finger.
I like turn around to like go back to the sheep pen, but then I'm like, I forgot one more thing. She has a strange magical aura surrounding her.
What type?
Well,
Still, I think you might recognize it. Do you remember the Night Huntress's treasure?
Yeah.
It's that same aura. I'm not sure what it means, but
You mean the one that's cursed you?
the very same.
Oh, great.
Perhaps we could trade the wolf statue cell. Perhaps. Wait, still,
What?
would you let me have the wolf statue for tonight?
What do you need it for?
I think I'd just want to sleep with it.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure.
So the aura is the same as the statue or treasure?
The magic, the treasure. What aura does the statue have again?
Unknown.
Did it have one? Oh, you don't know?
No,
Oh,
he
unknown.
had an aura, but it was unknown.
it was just, oh, okay, unknown. Okay,
do we have a plan here? Is this what we will do?
unless someone comes up with something better, I guess so.
Then
Right.
I think we get as much rest as we can.
Yeah, I turn around and go back to the pen, closing the gate behind me.
You
Break the
guys
coins.
are currently trying to get to sleep. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I'm
Fuck.
being tied up, right?
I don't know.
This is separate.
Oh, this is before.
Well, okay, we'll do you first. We'll do you
Wait,
first.
did anyone tie Mag up? Do we even
It's
have
like-
chains? I forget.
It's like assumed. I think we got like one pair.
Did
Right.
we find some? I swear we salvaged something.
We don't have any silver ones, but we have iron ones.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. You can hang on. So, I'm assuming you guys tied up Magni.
No. Did we? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Josh
Chill.
would have.
Yeah, I would have.
assumed-
I'd do every night, basically.
He's eating it.
So Magni, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
I'll do my wisdom save.
Alright, so this is for the change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is it?
Eight.
19.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, 12. Sorry, yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah. So you're fine. You don't
Cool.
turn.
Cool.
Now make a normal wisdom saving throw, everyone.
I already did.
Oh,
Wisdom saving.
fucking 22. Hell yes.
Nice.
What?
12. And Han? 22. Okay, so. Seal, Esmeralda, and Tanner. The flies are relentless during the night, and you do not get a good night's rest. You only heal half of your total hit points, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion. But you do regain your spell slots and whatnot back.
What's exhaustion again? Like, what's the?
You have disadvantage on ability checks for first level.
Okay. Okay.
All good.
Yeah, alright.
Han and Magni, you're totally fine.
Is Faerun fine?
I'm about to roll for him in a second.
Okey
Give me a
doke.
sec. Actually, since Seal is a half elf, no, that
Yep.
makes sense. No, that makes sense. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Exhaust. Yeah, it's just disadvantage on ability checks. Farad is going to roll. Where is it? Roll 1d. And he succeeds. So you wake up to a chilly morning, damp. Some of the swamp gas has like drifted over and it's just left a lingering smell. Disgusting. Hanamanu and Magni, you sleep pretty well.
Nice.
Hanamanu, your natural body, he kind of thwarted away the flies. While Magni, you being used to sleeping in harsh conditions, kind of just shrugged it off.
That extra wolf hair doesn't hurt either.
However, Esmeralda, Seal, and Tanner, you all have trouble sleeping, and you all eventually wake up.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Just
I'm ready. I'm like ready. I'm too excited, you know? I'm too
I
anxious.
feel good. Feel good. Didn't wake up and everything was fucking destroyed. Pretty hyped.
And walk over to the camp.
Are we ready to do this then?
I nod. I just give her a nod.
Ready. Release me.
Listen, I know over the last few days we have not all been getting along with each other, or I should say, I have not been getting along with all of you. But I think we must really work together in this next fight, and whatever differences we have, we must put aside for this, and maybe just pick them up at a later time.
I just give her another nod. And I take one of my healer's kits and I throw them to her.
I give a nod back.
Wow!
Fucking saying anything this morning.
I would just like to say that if anything happens, I will try my best to make sure none of us fall in this battle.
Fry gets up.
Do not want us to lose any one of us.
And give her another nod.
A nod as well. A smile.
Alright.
Fucking, I'm looking around. Everyone's nodding.
Thus then, are we going with the snail plan?
Doesn't seem like we have any other choice.
If
Sigh.
we give it a shot, and if it backfires, then we throw everything we have at this Jezebaba.
Yes. Even if it costs us our life.
A nod.
We can't hold back here. Hesitation is defeat.
Nice.
Living is victory, but
Who will go in?
I look
Drasha?
at like look around.
I just look at Drasha.
I thought we were luring her out to the front.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
not
yeah,
loading
we'll do
her?
that, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that, yeah, okay.
Yes, but
But-
how would you lure her?
The same greeting the old witch used yesterday. On her knees. You know? Praying almost.
If that does not work, I will make my way to the front door and try whatever I must.
Very well.
Is anyone
Well,
sitting down still?
I don't think so.
No? Alright.
So we're
Yeah.
getting ready, like already.
I think we should get a move on then, not waste any time.
Yeah. Alright. I start walking towards the witch's house then. Oh, I don't actually. I get on Mag's back.
Alright, okay.
Good thing you're not exhausted.
We're both fine.
Yeah. Alright,
Remember,
let's
you
do
have
it.
minus. You have a minus.
Yeah, I
4
know. I got
dex.
9 AC.
Um,
Or something, right?
mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I
I'll
know.
finish throwing my straps on, getting my stuff checked, make sure everything's nice, clean, and then throw Han up on
All right.
Oh wait. While we're walking there,
Mhm.
I say to everyone, remember, she can read minds, so don't think about what we're about to do.
I'll just keep thinking
I
about
take
that
it
goat.
seriously. I actually think she can.
Yeah.
Oh, she can.
No, she
kind of.
did. She read my mind.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, I'm being serious too. I like. Yeah. Also, another thing I want to mention.
I'll focus on my stomach.
Drasha, in that house, how many ravens did you see in a cage?
Oh, it was.
The ravens were hanging outside the house, like on the
yeah.
near the porch.
I did not see any inside.
No, I meant the very first house we saw.
What in the
Just
village?
one, right?
It was just one, right?
There's one in the village, yes.
And this witch has 30. Do you think that's a representation of how powerful she is?
She's 30 ravens strong.
Yeah. Like if a
Just-
normal witch is one raven, you know.
Shit.
Jesus.
Just be mindful that she has.
Giant
so-
skeletons.
Yes.
Ah, I forgot to mention.
Yes?
There was also some powerful illusionary magic surrounding those skeletons. I doubt their existence. Did we check for footprints? Did anyone
No.
see footprints?
The marsh like resealed itself after they moved, right?
There were footprints. Yes.
Yeah, but like we didn't like illusions make footprints, but like they're illusionary footprints, you know. I don't know. I don't think they are completely what they seem to be.
Well, keep that in mind. Let's get this started.
I'll be ready then.
And nod.
I feel energetic.
Alright. I will stand.
Alrighty, you guys continue moving towards the Yeshibaba's house.
Mhm.
And
What's the weather like, Eric?
it's not raining. However, the general atmosphere around the swamp is damp and a bit muggy. However, a bit chilly.
There's no way this is like she's not immune or some shit.
As you're moving towards the house, you all notice once again the ripples in the water and the loud thumps approaching.
I'm gonna
What do we do? Do we hide or do we test it?
There's no point risking it here. Let's just hide for now.
Okay.
I'll go.
But as it
Crash
passes
the
by, I want to try and see if I can like see through the illusion.
Yeah, I'll attempt to hide.
Go hide.
Like lean so I can get a good view, I guess.
You hear the loud thuds approaching. And you guys are just gonna hide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hide in like a ditch or something.
Once again, the large, colossal skeleton lumbers through the muck and doesn't seem to take notice of you guys.
So
Just
can I try and
continues
like
onward.
discern, like see through it, like if it's an illusion?
You can. Give me a second.
So you can.
You can make an intelligence check for me, please. Investigation.
Does anyone else want to do this with me?
Yeah, I'll help.
Because I told everyone it's an illusion. Alright,
I'll
so
help.
just advantage?
Yeah.
No advantage.
Alright.
Oh, right.
No
You
advantage?
want to do it separately? Only 2 people can do it.
Okay, we'll do it separately then.
Of this.
What
Either
roll is it,
separately
sorry?
or one at advantage.
Investigation.
Oh, okay. I got disadvantage as well because I'm exhausted.
So you just get a straight roll. Oh wait, no. Yeah, sorry.
I get
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Sorry. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Okay.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
The Inquisitive Esmeralda. Fucking hell.
So what'd you roll, Han?
Plus. Oh, better. I did better.
Both of you notice as it's moving through the muck, some of the foliage around it kind of glitches through its form.
Ah, I run out in front of it, through it.
You do run through it.
I kind of laugh, really, a little maniacally. I'm very excited for some reason. It
Wait,
was
so you
fake.
run at 15 foot?
It was fake.
Shush,
She's not as
Like,
powerful as she
stumble out.
thought she was.
Well, that's good news, I reckon.
Shush.
Yeah, true.
It is as real as she thinks it is. Just keep playing it up, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Well, keep going. I'm pretty giddy.
You guys continue moving forward until
Be mindful of
You
the
eventually-
others.
you eventually see the colossal tree, the roots spanning out, and atop it, the little hut. And you see the flying skull still just hovering just next to the porch.
I'm ready.
Well, let me know when we're about to go.
The signal
Place
will
yourselves
be
where you want to be, by the way.
okay.
Okay.
Are these
the
5
signal-
feet?
These are
The
5
squares?
feet, yes.
Okay.
When I be like, well, I should be further to the back. When I what-
Wait, what is
actually,
the
well,
plan?
actually, you guys don't need to know when I do it. Just because if you attack, yeah, don't attack her
Okay.
until we're ready.
But when she is transformed, can we attack Zen or do we not?
Oh no. Well, once she becomes a snail, she'll be powerless, so we can move her into a place to kill her more.
But if she dies as a snail, then
She'll
dies.
come back. She'll just turn back into a witch.
Ugh.
Okay.
So many polymorph shenanigans.
So yeah, I wish if I could cast. Oh, I actually have a really good plan.
Just before we start combat or anything, by the way, the rules about overlapping firewalls,
Yeah.
the initial damage doesn't stack, and
Okay.
if the like if you overlap 2 firewalls, it only takes one of the damage, one set
What
of the
What do you
damage.
mean the initial damage doesn't stack?
Flame.
So if you overlap them, right?
Yeah. They only take
If they're
one
already
firewall's damage.
if they're already burning, they're not going to burn
Oh.
from something else.
That's
Basically.
lame.
However,
man, chaos.
you
Okay.
can still somewhat do
No,
it. Like
no, like goes our combo.
you
Can
still
we-
do the combo.
What if we don't stack them, but we put them next to each other,
That's
and then
what
you
I
push
mean,
them
if-
through both?
Yeah. That would
If-
work, right?
Kind of. If you make 2 circles, for example, one smaller and one bigger, then
That was Chaos Circle, right?
no, you.
No, it
overlap
was
them.
like.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Chaos
You
Claw?
can't, like, for example, you can't wedge them between 2 walls and have the radiating heat hit them. It'll only take one set of the damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But if, say, you encase someone in 2 circles, they're gonna have to run through 2 fucking firewalls.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
Basically, it's like if someone's already burning, they're not gonna burn from some other source of burning.
Yeah. That makes
Right.
sense. I guess.
It's also actually the rules, but
Yeah.
Alright.
That's surprising that there's a ruling on that.
Who's doing the signal?
anyway.
I
Buddy,
shrug.
What?
I don't know.
What
Just
is
someone,
this?
anyone.
Okay, I will do it.
As soon as I can run and hit her, I'm just gonna
Is
run and hit her.
everybody ready?
I nod.
Okay. I'll just yell out, Jezi Baba. Baba Lysaga.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Something.
Um,
A deal.
there's silence for about a few minutes.
Few minutes, jeez.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand back next to Mag.
Repeat myself, but louder.
The door opens. You hear the creak. No one emerges from the door,
Oh my god.
Mm.
but you do hear a voice.
I smell torment. The torment of dread.
Why don't you show yourself?
The skull lowers to the ground.
Listen, I do not make deals with those I cannot see.
Could we all get on?
Perhaps the dwarf.
No, that is not how this works.
I can smell the desire.
Look around.
Lycanthropy.
Oh god, she knows.
Do not do
Fucking
it. Do not
god-
stop, yeah.
God
Just me.
damn it! Fuck.
Or perhaps even a lost father.
Ooh.
That's kind of fresh.
How's Mag look?
Just kind of fucking
Look tempted.
turning
Yeah.
his head. The gears are turning.
I'm like confused. I'm worried. Like it's like an assassination gone wrong. What do we
It is.
do? I'm like,
Not his time yet.
Read this up before I give in.
You don't decide.
What are you hiding from?
Each one of you emanates the torment of dread. You
Sounds more like you do.
face possible death. Some of you have not come here to make a deal, but some of you are still in turmoil. So what will it be? The last chance
Keep your gloves there.
to see your loved ones again, to gain unlimited power, to rid yourself of inconveniences, petrification,
Oh,
Limited
Yeah.
power.
I know.
lycanthropy, or even the bonds of a higher being, the
oh.
shackles of the darkness.
I'm not getting cursed a third time.
Gloves there.
No.
The offering is what you decide. If you wish to be cursed or not, then it's your decision. Only you know of your personal torments.
I think someone has to go inside.
If someone goes there, then she has one of us.
I don't think she'll take us hostage.
But she can.
Oh, what should we do then?
A deal maker never lies. One of you should know what it's like to make deals.
Fuck it.
Uh,
I
I'm
walk
gonna put
up
my
to
sword on the
this-
ground. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go up.
You go up.
Yeah.
There goes our plan.
We have no other choice.
The head rises to the porch, and you see her sitting besides the table, and the baby's crying.
Can I sneak up the trunk? Like I did before?
Yeah, you can roll a stealth check.
Yeah, disadvantage.
You gonna pass or?
14.
Yeah.
So you see Esmeralda slowly climbing up the tree trunk. The doors are open for you, Han.
I walk inside. Can
The
I
door's
like
closed
walk?
shut.
Like I'll slowly walk, but can I walk up to the crib?
You attempt to walk up to the crib, but her incredibly long arm stops you and just points towards the seat.
May I see the child?
Is that what you see?
No.
Well, she can
Business
read it.
first.
I sit down, I guess. Can, like, if I look through, because I know where Drasha, like, you know, was peeping in last time, can I, like, see Drasha through, like, the cracks?
You can roll a perception check if you're actively looking for that.
But I don't want to give it away. I don't want to just like fucking stare, you know?
No, that's fine.
I want to be subtle.
That's fine.
Ah.
Nah, you don't notice anything. The
Are you
creaking of
feeling?
the wood is kind of too over. It's
Okay.
too overwhelming in terms of
Are you
sound.
feeling unwell today? Unable to greet us at the door?
I am no fool, boy.
Correct.
No.
I have known of each and every one of you as soon as you stepped foot in my swamp.
Ah.
Body.
Then
Are
you know
you
what we're
doing?
capable of.
Damn.
Perhaps, but it seems you do not know what I am.
What are you, really?
I am a champion of the Mother Night.
Champion.
Mother Knight? You mean the Night Huntress?
Oh, shit.
She goes by many names, yes.
What role does she have to play in all this?
Give me a second. Give me
Okay.
1 second quickly, because I just gotta get something up.
While that's happening, I want to signal to the guys down there to come up where I am.
Yep. You see Esmeralda signaling.
Can I try?
Does it look difficult to get up?
Yeah, is it doable?
It looks fairly easy. No check needed.
Alright.
Stealthily?
Coming back to it, if you want to climb up stealthily, the Fraud actually kind of looks to you, Magni and Tanner,
Oh, Farad's with
and
us, I
Seal,
forgot.
and
much more
just
confident
kinda
now.
Just says no.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
He's-
I'll wait here with my fucking.
I
sword.
genuinely used to respect Farad, but now it's like...
No, as in like he can hear the clanking of their metal.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
That's not going to.
Uh,
I mean, you can still do it.
No, I'll take the opinion.
Wait, he said no to Seal as well.
I think Seal is also wearing half plate. No.
I'm in half plate, yeah.
Anyway, Baba Lysaga, she begins to recite a poem.
The night that watches over us like a mother and her child. Watching as we dream, she leaves her gentle kiss of dark. She covers us with shadows, blessing us with her spark. As she tiptoes across the sky, she checks on all her children as she slowly passes by.
And Baba Lysaga's eyes glow a dark purplish color.
oh, is that the end of the poem? Is there more?
That is the end of the poem.
From
Are
down here, if the door was open,
It's
would I be able to
closed.
see it? Or is
It's
she
closed.
too high up?
It's closed.
Yeah, but if it was open, would I be able to see it? How high up? Like,
you wouldn't be able
angle?
to see her. You may be able to see like somewhat of inside. It's the tree stump is about 20 feet high, I'd say, from where it is.
Okay.
So you probably wouldn't be able to see her. Maybe she was at the doorway.
Alright.
She'd probably have cover. She will have cover.
So tell
Oh.
me, Hanamanu, what is it you seek? Perhaps the woman that Esmeralda.
I seek the
The
power.
person who looked past the crude black skin.
Oh,
The one person who shared a gentle touch. The one person who burnt in the same torment.
I would not let you taint her memory in such a way.
oh.
You fucking disgusting slag. Do you want to know what I seek? I seek the power to defeat you.
As she's cackling, the ground creaks, and the wood of the shack begins to twist and turn slightly. And everyone outside, you see the trunk of the tree begin to rise from the ground.
Fuck.
Esmeralda, as you're making your way towards the door, I need you to make a strength check to see if you can hang on to the root.
Watch me not be able to do that. With my
It's a disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, you fall. You don't take any damage, but you do fall. As the hut begins to animate into Baba Lysaga's creeping hut.
This is so unexpected.
Wow.
No way.
And she's just cackling on as you feel the movement of the hut.
Oh shit. Draw my sword.
Everyone roll initiative, please.